You are listening to Something Rather Than Nothing. Creator and host, Ken Vellante. Editor and producer, Peter Bauer.
This is Ken Vellante with the Something Rather Than Nothing podcast, and I don't know how I did this. I got two band members from Death Valley Girls, and before they play, so we're doing a podcast from the streets of Portland, outside of Kelly's. This is the first. Really want to welcome you, Bonnie Bloomgarden.
Yes.
And Sammy Westervelt.
Hi.
Thank you for coming on to the show and doing it in such a quick manner. But big questions, and I told you there'd be some big questions. All right. So one of the big questions is, when you were born, were you an artist?
Yes, I think I have been an artist for several of the being borns, including this one. But this one is the penultimate or ultimate time of being alive. So I'm very thankful that it all aligned on this journey. If it's
the penultimate, then you're anticipating one more after that, and that's kind of how you're feeling right now?
I think I'm good for this one, but I don't have the knowledge to know exactly how many, but I'm feeling like this is either the penultimate, which I just found out is the second to last, or the ultimate life of my human incarnations.
Sammy, you're an artist now, but when you were born, are you just totally an artist right then, right when you began?
Oh, I see what you mean.
I mean, I think, yes, looking back, I can say that I was, but growing up, I didn't really know that about myself until I met other artists along the way in my life and felt a kinship with them, and similarities within myself to them, and just learned. I think the more I learned how to be a person, the more I realized that I'm an artist, I think.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Now, I want to talk right off the bat about the podcast. Oh wow, okay, motorcycle, good street noise. The podcast is so cool, and you've interviewed so many. As a matter of fact, Sammy, you've been a guest, and Bonnie, you run the whole podcast. Top two people that you're I can't believe these people in the world exist. They're just absolutely incredible, wild. Can't believe it. A couple people from the podcast.
Okay, that's fair to ask that question. I would first like to state that everyone I ask, I'm shocked that they say yes, because I ask them because I can't believe that they're really on Earth. The two people that I think are just the most far out, really making a dent in society right now in a way that it's important for me to shout them out, is Yvonne Smith, who is she is an alien abductee hypnotherapist. She's out there actually helping people deal with having been abducted, being contacted, and I think that that's incredible, and I will pump her up to the sky forever. Yeah. And not just the sky, I guess I'll pump her up on the earth, and as far as that goes, out into the sky forever. And then Sammy.
I realized when I asked the question with Sammy sitting right here, I'm the question...
I have to say, I was not anticipating that response. I'm honored, but I'm honored.
Yeah, I will admit Ricky, too, our drummer, was on the podcast. And I'll pump her up, too. Sadly, Larry has yet to be on the podcast, but he would be my third and fourth and final choice.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I realized when I did ask the question, I might have asked, what's your favorite one? So, yeah. Yeah.
No, it's a question. When you asked, are you going to, can I ask the hard-hitting questions? There was one I was going to say, or felt in my heart might be hard to answer. And it is, I have a trouble choosing between people for anything.
Okay.
Because I want everyone's important. That's why I have the podcast. It's a heroes podcast. Everyone's a hero if you talk to them about what excites them.
I love that. I love that so much. No, at first I'm like, well, you see a list of hero, and heroes mean a lot, but I love how you approach it, and I love what you say there because I connect with how you said it.
Yeah,
and
cool. Most people are like, why are you asking me? And I'm like, I'll just be like, well, you do this job. And they're like, and then they talk so much about how much they love their job. And I'm like, yeah, that's why you're a hero. And they're like, oh, yeah. Okay, cool. I'll do it. And it's like, yeah, everyone's a hero. Not everyone. Maybe if you push a piece of dirt a foot back and forth for your whole life, there's something heroic in there. I don't know what it is right now, but I bet if we talk to that guy, they will tell us their reason, and for that we will love them. You know what I mean?
I believe that's a Buddhist ritual, moving sand back and forth too. So it's really, the show is something rather than nothing. That's doing nothing. So I totally, Sammy.
I hope that didn't offend any sand pushers.
No, I'm not sure the demographics of the podcast, but I think we're okay. Asking about the tour, Sammy, how's the tour going?
It's been really fun. We had to take a break for a few days due to some health concerns, but we're all back up on our feet again. And I have to say, this is the longest I've ever been out in the States. Prior to this, the longest I've ever been out was also with Death Valley Girls. About a month and a half ago, we were in Europe. And this is my first time being in a touring band like this, so it's pretty surreal, and every day I'm just like grateful. I feel like I get to live my dreams every day, so
I love it. First time in a touring band. That's a good podcast. That's your podcast. First time in a touring band. Bonnie? No? Yeah? That's the new podcast.
Let's talk later.
Okay. Jenny is the production assistant behind here, and she's in just awe of Sammy and Bonnie from Death Valley Girls. What's it like to watch this live podcast outside a Portland bar, outside what looks like to be the bombing of Beirut in the late 80s, blown out? But Jenny, what is it like to be outside this venue in amidst rock stardom? Tell us.
Well, Ken, I'm just simply in awe. I'm in awe. The whole experience, just in awe.
It's awful.
It's awful in that way, separating the two.
Amazing.
Okay. I want to ask both of you, just the band you're touring with. What have you heard? Like what's caught your ear?
Oh, like musically?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness gracious. We have been witness to many things in this whole life, but I would say an artist named Neptune is somebody to truly look out for in every which way. Also, Spoonbenders are amazing. We're about to play with Black Tones for the first time, but dear long friends. Mala Suerte is a friend, and I would say Come Girl A is sick, Reckling sick. Yeah, but I mean, if you were to be dropped on an island today and you could only listen to one artist ever again, I would say Neptune.
Damn.
I'm not kidding. Check it out.
I got a little, don't want to miss this. I got a little something rather than nothing podcast trivia. Episode 80 was the Spoonbenders, and
right.
The third most popular episode out of all 153. And I think yours is going to be right in competition, coming right off that, live off the streets.
We're trying to get a tour going with them as of this moment. They're amazing and so much fun and funny. And you know what? The best thing about them is that they're professional as fuck, and you wouldn't think that matters, but it makes all the difference in the world. This is a hard job to do. We have 64 shows in 90 days. You want to get on that stage and you want to be ready, and you don't want to have people falling all around and not getting their stuff on stage, I'll tell you.
No, that's respect. That's the thing about artists too. There's a lot of hard work behind it and doing it the right way. Awesome. A lot of Spoonbenders love here. And Sammy, anything to add?
yeah, I'd just like to add Annabelle Chairlegs.
Oh my God.
And Annabelle Chairlegs, they're amazing. They're out of Texas. They're super fun, really nice people. And then Walter, they're out of Chicago. She's just a magnetic performer. Boyfriend, our best friend. She's got an album coming out on September 9th. Check that out. There may be a collaboration going on that.
There will be a collaboration.
I don't know what I'm allowed to say or not say.
It already came out.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm getting an exclusive. I'm so excited.
No, yeah, I like your style, though. I prefer your style to no style at all. And all other styles. I prefer your style. Thank you.
Okay, so listeners, as part of this, we're going to be having... Could you do that again?
Listeners, beware.
Okay. It's great having two podcast hosts on a single podcast. We're going to have some live music from Death Valley Girls following from this. Want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, Bonnie and Sammy, for popping on Streets of Portland. Great music. Look forward to your show.
Looking forward to saying thank you right now. Thank you. I wish I take back the last minute. Thank you so much. I was just looking at this bulldog over there and I got really distracted. But thanks so much for asking us to do this. I really, really, really appreciate it. And just look at that dog, would you?
Hey, and everybody, I just subscribed to the Patreon, which you can find for our Death Valley Girls and their fantastic podcast. So everybody jump on there and get the cool shit they can get by being a patron. And Sammy, take us out.
Thank you so much. We love you.
Thank you, and see you soon on stage.
This is Something Rather Than Nothing.